What is up, guys? It's Rex here. Today I'm bringing you a guide on the Season 3 Masteries and runes for support. This guide is meant to improve your chances of winning your bot lane by making every point you spend as useful as possible. Let's start out with the runes. For runes I use armor marks, gold per 10 seals, gold per 10 quints, and either flat magic resist or scaling magic resist per level glyphs. For masteries I use different depending on my champion type, if it's a range support or if it's a melee support. The reason for this is that the pickpocket talent, which is very useful as range support, is it's not very good for melee, because I know it grants like 2 gold extra per auto attack, but the amount of auto attacks you will get off on an enemy champion is like far less as melee compared to ranged. So instead of going deep in utility as melee, I will go deeper into the defense tree. So starting off with, you need Summoner's Insight for the flash cooldown reduction. It's very good. Talent. You need this for increased movement speed. Now the reason for this is that you can stand in a brush and you can rush out and auto attack. With the more movement speed you have, it's easier to get to them before they react. This is a talent I take to get deeper. You can take either extra mana regen or extra mana, it doesn't really matter. Improve recall, something like that. I just want the mana regen. This cooldown reduction even more on summoner spells. Now this is kind of obvious. You take the extra gold per 10. You want this biscuit. It's like an extra pot which gives mana and health to get this ward. Now this ward is like, it's a free ward and lasts for a minute. It's very good early game, especially if you play ranked team, like where it's more coordinated. But like, let's say that you're purple side and you want to know, are they doing golems? You can rush down and ward it before they reach it, and you don't even have to check it. You can see it from the ward, which is free. This extra starting goals lets you buy better items at the start, which gives you advantage early game. Now I'm very much an early game player. I try to improve as much early game to win my lane to dominate late game, just from having more items and stuff like that. This cooldown reduction is also superb. Take pickpocket for the extra gold. Like, I know 3 gold doesn't sound like a lot, but let's think of it this way. It gives you, if you hit every 5th second and get 3 gold, it still gives you like 6 gold per 10. That's like a couple of free GP10 items. Like, look at this talent. It looks good, like 2 gold every 10 seconds, but this gives like 6 gold every 10 seconds. And this, again, more movement speed makes it easier to get in range to attack the enemy champions and get out again. Just basically, this tree is just for the more tankiness. You want some more health, some armor, because it's mostly the AD in bot lane that hurts. Even more health and some sustain, some regen. Now the next part will be covered by as melee support. I take this if I play like Leona. You could also go very deep into the defense tree. That's like one of the supports who is not automatically granted this tree. This let us take this talent. Is for the, obviously, if you have exhaust. Otherwise I would suggest you to take this if you are one of the supports who run heal. But depending on what summoner spell you like to have, I would suggest you to like switch it up. So you take, again, health, sustain, armor, health. Now the thing about melee supports is they are easily kited. Like, let's say a Taric tries to stun Ashe, she will just perma slow him. Maybe Anuna will try to slow him as well with his snowballs, his ult. Like, this makes it a lot harder to kite you. And in the time you will be kited, like, it's very important to take less damage. Like, this makes you take 5 less damage per auto attack, because the first hit 2 and the second one 3 from basic attacks. And then you go the movement speed, the mana regen. You can switch this up, like mana regen or summoner spells by cooldown reduction is like preference. I don't even know why I took this. I could switch it up. Like, it's just a personal preference. Do you run out of mana a lot? If no, take two extra points in this. Okay, you want the gold per 10 again and the starting gold, and then you want the biscuit and the extra ward. And thought process of this is like, it gives you a huge advantage early game. Like, you can spot where the enemy is moving, where they want to invade. Like, if you're against the blitzcrank, you can place a ward at your blue, seeing if he's gonna try to grab it like most Blitzcranks do, and you don't have to have anyone standing there and face check and might be first spotted. You could just put a free ward, like that's so huge. Now on build, I would suggest you to get the side stone as soon as possible, because I know it's not a heart of gold, it doesn't give gold, but like think of it this way, it saves you from using gold, so it's kind of the same as an item that's granting you gold, except that you don't have to spend the gold, like you get it for free. So it's a huge item, and it takes the burden of your war purchasing a lot, which makes you able to buy things faster. So that's it for today, guys. Have a wonderful Christmas and a happy new year, and I'll see you soon.